Hi there, and welcome to the Using Generative AI in Teaching and Learning Certification course. This is your first of our weekly updates. A good practice in any kind of course is to provide some kind of a weekly touch base with you and your students. In this case, we're trying to leverage a more engaging, personalized, connective update. So we're doing a video one. And we call this particular update the Ai Yai update. Hopefully that encapsulates the energy, maybe anxiety, or fun around the subject matter for you. Ai. But we hope that we use this every week to talk to you. In specific, this week we're going to use it to kind of walk you through how the course works. But as we move through, we're going to talk about where we've been, where we're going, and show you one of the tips or one of the AI design assistant features that Blackboard already has built in. Outside of the normal content that you're learning about in the course, we want to show you specifically the kinds of tools that Blackboard Ultra has with it when it comes to AI. So that being said, welcome, and I hope you enjoy these updates. My name is Jacob Spradlin, and I am one of the facilitators for this program. There'll be three of us. They're all on the team, Faith Miller, Elliot Cochran, and myself. And we'll be working with you as you make your way through the course. As you progress your way through, we'll be providing feedback along the way, interacting, those kinds of good things. You can always reach out, as someone did this week, because when we made this course and we uploaded the new syllabus, we uploaded it from the wrong place, and so it had the old due dates on it. So we have replaced that and fixed that yesterday morning, or yesterday midday. But I wanted to let you know, just in case, if you were wondering, things aren't due in February and April. Something's going on here. So no, we switched it. Those dates are all up to date now for 6th. So for June. So for speaking of due dates and due date cadences and things like that, I want to talk about those. So inside the course, obviously, as we move through the course, we've got it set up where you just walk your way through it. You start here. You move to module 1 and you just make your way through the program. All the modules are here listed for you. You see them all. We even have a course navigation video that you can look and see how to work your way through. But I'm going to go to start here because that's the first unit. And I can either go to start here and click on welcome and I'll start, or I can just use my start button, which takes me immediately to the first thing in the course. And that is the welcome and introduction for start here, which shows you two different types of introductions. One from me using this particular, or using this, it's Zoom. I think I use Zoom for this one. But anyway, I use this software. But using this particular software, but without the kind of cool background that you see around it. And then another where I used AI to introduce myself. And you're actually going to be encouraged, if you want, to introduce yourself using one of these AI tools, or the AI tool that we talk about in the discussion, if you'd like. It's the free account is limiting, but it's just an example of a tool that you could possibly use where you can have somebody else say your words for you. We just put in the script and the person just says it out loud for you. But anyway, you'll learn about that. But you'll make your way through this particular wonderful module by scrolling down all the way to the bottom, and you can actually get to the next. Now, here's our syllabus. I wanted to talk specifically about due dates as we make our way through, right? And so as I scroll down here, I'm going to, make it a little bigger. And there you go. I'm going to zoom in. Ta-da! There we go. We're zoomed in largely. Okay, so our first due date, normally our due dates are all on Sundays except for the first week. And that is because I want your start here stuff done by Wednesday, and then the rest of the stuff will be due on the 9th. So 6-5, we want you to make it through that start here unit. So go through the introduction, learn about the course, do the pre-assessment activity, and then participate in the welcome discussion. And that's all due Wednesday. The following Sunday, and then every other due date that comes is on a Sunday. So module 1, which is a big module, is actually spread across 2 Sundays. So the first assignment and reading through the content is due the 9th, and then the next assignment is due the 16th. After that, it's just on Sundays, except we do, there you go, yeah, it's just on Sundays. So you can make your way through and look at all that good business there. So you see here, how this all is going to work out for you. Now, I say all that to say that there are due dates. We do employ them in this course so that you get a feel for how due dates work in the Ultra environment. But again, we want you to complete the course. If you don't complete it in the 6 weeks that we have bracketed for it, or if you complete it faster, either way, that's fine. We want you to make it through the course so you can earn the certification. But the due dates are here as kind of your guideposts, right? And we will reach out if we notice you're like a week out of the course and haven't checked in a week or so. We'll probably reach out to you and maybe give you a little nudge that you might do for your own students at that point. But that's how this works, right? That's how I can give back. So I'm going to minimize this view and go on to the next thing and start here just so you can see how we navigate. I'm navigating through the course simply by going to each page, seeing how I navigate it. There's a nice little video there. And then I just hit next again and work my way through to the online instructional development team, which is the 3 of us that I talked about earlier. And then your first activity, which is your pre-assessment survey. We're doing a pre and a post-assessment survey to gauge where you are as it relates to generative AI and what you think about it, how comfortable you are with it, and if you're even using it in your teaching practices or thinking about using it in your teaching practices. So just know that it's just an assessment. We are going to ask you at the beginning and at the end to kind of gauge and see where your thoughts lie, and good stuff like that. We're using something in Ultra called a form, which is their version of a survey, which allows us to ask Likert scale questions and things like that. So please take the time to fill it out. It's part and parcel of the program. And then after you do that, you'll have a discussion. So as we think about making our way through these units, you'll then be taken to Unit 1. And Unit 1 is actually across 2 lessons. So you'll have or 2 groups of lessons, lessons 1 and 2, lessons 3 and 4. But after the first 2 lessons, you'll have the assignment, which is a reflective journal entry for your first week. And the next 2 lessons, and then we have an interactive knowledge check and a case study analysis. So the interactive knowledge check is not something we grade. It's just a fun little activity that we plop into the course for you. We actually leveraged an AI tool to do it, and we'll talk about it in the content. As you make your way through this content, you're going to find that we point out to you things where we've done some AI, where we've used some AI, and talk about that. But as we scroll through here, you'll notice that maybe some of your colleagues might be introducing some of the content. As we continue to work our way through, in each module, you'll have the objectives, the learning outcomes, all that good stuff, and you'll make your way through and you'll start a lesson. Now, a lesson just generally walks you through. We want you to read through everything and listen to everything. We're giving you 6 weeks to get through what is 4 or 5 modules, so it should be definitely doable. It's a lot of just absorbing, honestly, and learning about generative AI and its place in the world. This is very much a introductory type of course, and while we will get you in touch with resources and tools that you can immediately use, and we'll even give you some action plans as you make your way through the course, we want to encourage you to go out and discover more on your own as well. If anything, we really liken this course to raising the level of discourse or discussion around AI. I personally feel that if we're not speaking into it, if we're not talking about it on our campuses actively, then we're just going to be reactive to whatever happens. We're not going to be pushing into and speaking to future ways that AI might be leveraged in our courses and in our campus. So we encourage you to take part in this as a starting point for that. So you will make your way through each module. You'll notice here that you've got a video to watch. You've got further. Each module has resources that you'll be able to click on and learn more about as you scroll down here. So, we link them up just so you know, and you'll move through and do your first activities or go through your lessons. You will note that one of the tools that we use in here is the video. Right above the video, there is a nice little key points in video text. We actually found an AI tool that will scan a quick video for you and provide the key points for you. And that way you can use those to help your students out, help them get to the meat of what you want them to know. So, anywho, just to show you, that's how you're going to navigate through the course. Very, very simply, each module has a start button. You work your way through it. You can hit your next button straight through it. And you'll notice here on this module, I show that I haven't done all of them. I've only done 4 out of 6, which the 2 activities, haven't done those. And then the same thing here, we'll end up 2 out of 8. So to let you know where you are in terms of the course. We will be providing feedback along the way, so please, I encourage you to check your feedback in the program as we work our way through. And I want to show you where you go to ask questions. So in each one of our units, I am going to show you exactly where to go. So in each one of our units, we actually have placed something that I think can be important for you. So I'm gonna scroll through this one real quick. There it is, and go next. And then so here on our assignments, not our journals, but our assignments, we've done this. We've actually created, and I'm just going to do a test, a dummy entry here and hit post. But in each unit, I think we did it on our assignments. I'm going to find out, or did we do it in our introduction? Give me just a second. Oh no, we did it in our introduction. So good call. I'm glad I caught myself here. In each unit on the introduction, you're going to see in the top right-hand corner of the page a little guy with a question mark bubble. So on each unit introduction, we're giving you space to ask questions about that unit should you have any, or about anything. So you can actually click up here as a student and type in a question. What exactly does this mean, right? And I can post it as my student account. And there it is. So now, as the instructor, I'm going to save my data here just so you know what I'm doing. I'm keeping that stuff in there so that my fake students in the account. But as the instructor, I can now go to Module 1 and I'll see a nice little boop right there showing up for me that there's a question. So we're going to be checking the content for you each week. And then as the instructor, I even see a nice purple icon up here on the talk bubble. And I can come in and then provide an answer. And there you go. I provided an answer to Jacob in line so that it shows as a reply to that original question. It's just a place for you to, in the context of the moment, when you're at the unit where you've got the question, just go to the introduction for that unit and go up there and click that little talk bubble for the unit, which again shows up at the upper right-hand side right here, and you'll be able to ask us questions. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that you are able to start making your way through the course. We have already seen submissions, so we know that you're in there. If you have any questions along the way, feel free to use those little module introductions to ask them, or just drop us a line using the message tool and message your instructors. We will definitely reply that way. We already have. So I hope this finds you well. I hope you've enjoyed your first regular Ai Yai update, and that you really take the time to read through the content and try to, and again, I'm not going to lie about this, right? That this is, AI can be an unsettling topic, and we want to give you the space to feel that way and to talk about your concerns as you think about your assignments that you're given in this course. So feel free to add those in there, because if you're not thinking about those things, they don't disappear. They're still there. We want to talk about things like bias. We want to talk about ethical considerations, and then finding solutions where we can to those types of things as well. So that being said, we look forward to seeing you make your way through the program, and hope that you find a way, in some small way, to either talk about this with your students. We're going to be providing resources extemporaneously as well. Like, for instance, I might find one that week and I'll email it out to everybody to let you know, hey, there's this new resource about generative AI that I think is worthwhile for you to look at. So we're going to be providing lots of resources, lots of ways for you to think beyond just this course. And I hope that you find it as helpful as we did in making it, because it really taught us a lot. So thank you so much. Look forward to talking to you again next week. And have a good one.